The Republic Geodetic Authority is a special state institution which has been entrusted in the area of state survey, cadastre, utility cadastre, cartography and inspection. The most significant results have been achieved in establishing a unified real estate cadastre as register of immovable property and real estate rights and development of digital cadastral plans. What it does? It makes a spatial unit register, address register and orthophoto plan. It establishes an active geodetic reference basis for Serbia. It was designed to create a digital archive for converting analog archives to digital format. It develops a model for mass evaluation of real estate. It creates the registry of state boundaries and geographical names. For the purposes of the National Geospatial Data Infrastructure, it has now formed a geoportal. Web service has been made centralized to record mortgages. It developed several web services so everyone can access this data via the internet. The information will be regularly published in magazines and publications and will also be updated on the site. Modernization of land administration in Serbia started in 1988 by adopting law on state survey, cadastre and registration of rights, which stipulates the establishment of the cadastre of real estate as a record of real estate, rights, encumbrances and restrictions on real estate. How did this change come about? The Serbian government has recognized the importance of the real estate cadastre evidence of ownership and, in year 2004, made agreement on the loan for development that is funded by the World Bank to implement the project Development of Real Estate Cadastre and Registration Projects in Serbia. With the funds from the budget of the Republic of Serbia and the World Bank loan, the process of establishing the cadastre of real estate has significantly accelerated. Completion of the project is expected by the end of year 2011. Before the start of the real estate cadastre project, following documents were used. Land cadastre records that were formed on the basis of state survey data, where survey was conducted on land, buildings and users. Another completely separate system was in existence for the land register for about one-third of the territory of the Republic of Serbia, in which were registered rights of the properties, liens, charges and restrictions. A smaller number of municipalities had a system of titles of the real estate properties in place. During the first 10 years of the land reform system in Serbia, the real estate cadastre has been established for only 417 cadastral municipalities, or 9% of the total. 2005 started the implementation of the project in cooperation with the World Bank, which is enabling greater investment in land administration reform and the established real estate cadastre. They are engaged in surveying a number of organizations and legal consultants and geodesy, resulting in acceleration of real estate cadastre, especially in the cities. As part of the World Bank loan, funds were invested in the development of information communication technologies through the following activities: design, construction and equipping of server rooms, connection of departments to a LAN and WAN, equipping modern ICT systems. The credit that is given by the World Bank enabled to complete the work on establishing a national network of permanent stations, AGROS. The network now has 54 stations and covers the entire territory of Serbia. In early 2011, 4 of the stations from the AGROS network have been included in the European network of permanent stations. At the initiative of the Commission, within the EU REF Control Center, AGROS system began to work on a local computing center of the European network of permanent stations, which monitors the work of permanent stations in Southeast Europe. The Republic Geodetic Authority is equipped with a training center, which has so far trained more than 1,500 employees in the office. Courses were organized for basic computer skills, work in the GIS software, system engineers and administrators, which ranks the Republic Geodetic Authority among the institutions that follow modern technology. A number of workshops have been funded considering the implementation of legal regulations in order to uniform the implementation of legislation in all the internal units of the Republic Geodetic Authority. The workshops are attended by staff and legal experts in geodesy engaged in the establishment and maintenance of real estate cadastre. The result of investments in the employee training impacts the quality and efficient work of employees, which was achieved by greater satisfaction with the services provided. For efficient working conditions of employees and a pleasant stay in the premises of the Republic Geodetic Authority, part of the proceeds of the loan is specifically used for renovation, remodeling and equipping of the premises in 36 services for real estate cadastre, which received a modern look, including reception desks, offices, common rooms, equipped with new furniture and office equipment. 2 new buildings were built in Grocka and Shabac, and digital archives has been reconstructed in the headquarters. By establishing the Cadastre database of the Republic of Serbia, for the first time in its history, Serbia has a complete record of its real estate ownership. We can use Kraljevo as an example regarding the troubles that we had after the earthquake. In an extremely short period of time, we needed records from the Cadastre. We can say with great pleasure that such prompt job could not have been done without unified base of records in Cadastre, and that the efficiency would not have improved so much. Republic Geodetic Authority, in cooperation with municipalities of Savski Venac, Palilula, Čukarica, Zvezdara, Inđija and Smederevo opened within their service centers counters to allow citizens access to the information of the real estate and filing requirements for the issuance of data from the official records. One more great advantage is regarding sale of the apartments. Now we can sell these apartments while under construction. So the banks provide loans and put the mortgages on these apartments during the construction period. What we, as bankers, would like to emphasize is that during the realization of this project, a great social achievement was made by registering properties in Cadastre. I dare say that this represents a civilizational achievement in the development of legal institutions in Serbia.
Everybody places a great deal of importance on the place they live. Emotionally, it's very important to them, but also it's usually their most valuable asset. In fact, this is true for the whole of society. For this reason, the World Bank has funded projects across the Europe and Central Asia region. I was here in 2003 when the Republic Geodetic Authority were first preparing this project. At that time, they were an outdated organization. Much of their equipment and facilities were covered in dust, and things were not moving very well. In the 8 years since then, they have transformed themselves into being a modern and efficient organization. They have virtually completed the real estate cadastre, and they provide good quality services to the public. I would like to congratulate the Geodetic Authority in what they have achieved over this period.
Completeness of data on property and its accuracy and method of keeping digital services provides opportunities for improvement, quicker and more economical access to information by end users. What are the benefits of registration rights on immovable property, an issue that interests every citizen of this country? Registration of immovable property and real rights on them in the real estate, as shown by practical experience, has many advantages over the earlier records. Some of them are the following. All the rights are registered by one state agency. With the enrollment in the real estate registry, individuals and legal entities are becoming de facto and de jure property owners. State guarantees for registered rights. Registered property achieves higher market value. Once registered, the real estate can be pawned and mortgaged. It provides better protection and preservation of all data on immovable property and rights to them. Faster and more efficient distribution of information to interested users. Enables proper urban planning and design based on the preservation and nurturing environment with ecological and cultural aspects. Enables the development of the real estate market. Only a registered property has value.